Alright, so the first step is to prime my skin. The reason why I am using this primer is because I have very large pores and oily skin. This primer blurs those big, large pores, so it makes them kind of shrink and get a little smaller, and it makes your skin look really smooth. So you can also put it on top of any acne or breakouts that you are having currently, and it will smooth it out. I am going to mix two foundations together. The first foundation I'm going to mix it is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream in the color Buttercup. And the second foundation I'm going to be using is the Lancome 24 Hour Makeup in the color 270 Bisque Warm. I am now going to use the MAC Prep+Prime Highlighter Pen in the color Light Boost and the Prolongwear Concealer in the color NW15. I'm using the NW15 Prolongwear Concealer to cancel out all the darkness underneath my eyes, and I'm also using the highlighter pen in the color Light Boost because that has a yellow undertone to it, just like my skin does. So the yellow brightness of it is going to highlight my skin while looking natural. And what I mean by natural, I mean color-wise, not texture-wise. Obviously, this is a lot of makeup. I am now using MAC's eyeshadow in the color Blanc Type. As a setting powder, I'm using a dry beauty blender to apply this, and the reason why I am applying this with the dry beauty blender is because it needs to set the cream colors that I just put on, and the color of it itself pretty much is going to brighten and highlight even more. Doing this step makes your highlight last so much longer, and it prevents creasing of your concealer. And I also put it on top of my eyelids where I put the concealer at as an eyeshadow base and a primer. I am now using MAC Studio Fix Powder in the color NC30. I'm using this to set my face all over. This is a powder foundation itself, so it is going to add further more coverage, but it also oil controls, which is what I use it for mostly. This is MAC's Mineralize Bronzer in the color Give Me Sun. I'm using this with the ABH Cosmetics Angled Brush, and I'm using this to pretty much just bronze my skin. Not really contour, but just give my skin a nice color and a little bit of bronzing. I am using Becca's blush in the color Wild Honey. It's similar to the bronzer, but it does have a little bit more shimmer and a little bit of a more golden undertone. For highlight, I am using Laura Gellar's highlighter in the color Gilded Honey, and I'm mixing that with the NYX Illuminating powder in the color Synthetica. I think that's what it is. They're both peachy golden undertones. God knows I've been trying to get you back. I'm using an ABH angled brush with the ABH Dipbrow in the color Chocolate. I think, yeah, it's chocolate. And I'm using that to fill in my eyebrows. Pretty much it's self-explanatory. You can just watch the video. Girl, just to set my eyebrow hairs in place, I'm going to use the MAC Clear Brow Set. This is pretty much like hairspray for the eyebrows. I am now going to use MAC eyeshadows in the color Bamboo and Soft Brown. I'm going to use these two colors in the crease using a Morphe fluffy brush. I don't remember exactly what the name of the brush is, but it's pretty fluffy. And then pretty much when it comes to blending out eyeshadow, the first place you lay down the brush, that's going to be the darkest. So I always lay the brush down first on the outer corner of my eye, working inwards, kind of in windshield wiper motions. I'm also going to use these same shades to contour my nose a bit and underneath my lip to make my lips look a little bit more full. Then explain your action. The next color I am going to use is MAC's eyeshadow in the color Brown Script. This is a brown eyeshadow with a red undertone. It's a little bit deeper than the other two colors that we first used, but I'm not putting this in the crease. I'm focusing this color pretty much on the outer part of my eye. Only on the eyelid part, like I said, not in the crease. The reason why I'm adding this color is to add a little bit more depth and give my eye more of a sultry look. It also just enhances my almond eye shape. I'm using this color because of the undertone. I like the red undertones for my eyes just because I have a green eye, and I like to use complementary colors to make the green in my eyes kind of pop a little bit more. So using Brown Script is definitely going to make my eyes look a little bit more special, I guess you can say. Next, I'm taking the color Expensive Pink by MAC and I'm wetting it on a brush using Fix Plus spray. I'm applying this color pretty much the first half of my eyelid, avoiding the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to use a clean brush to wipe off the fallout from the shadow underneath my eye to keep everything clean. I'm now using my highlighter Gilded Honey as an inner corner highlight of my eye. I also use Fix Plus to wet this end of the brush as well. So I'm just using this just to add a little bit more sparkle, a little bit more frost, to give the look a little bit more of a fresh look. I'm now using a Morphe goat hair brush. Pretty much this has like a square shape to it. It's very, very dense and a little bit more rough than the black brush I was previously using to blend out my crease. But I'm using this because I need to deposit a little bit more color underneath my eye. So the stiffer the brush, the more color it's going to pick up and lay down. Okay, and a trick is if you accidentally go too low with the dark color underneath your eyes, go ahead and use your setting powder that you use for your concealer and use it to kind of clean it up. Use a different clean brush and just apply it and blend it into the rest of your skin. Now I'm going to kind of smoke it out a little bit. I'm going to use like a deep red color. It's from the same palette, the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm using that same goat hair brush, and I'm only applying this to the outer edge of my eyelid and blending it slightly into the crease, just kind of keeping it in that specific area. To tight line my waterline, I'm going to use MAC's Prolongwear eyeliner in the color Definitely Black. This does not smudge, it does not move, it doesn't transfer. It is like the most perfect eyeliner. Especially if you have eye allergies like me, this isn't going anywhere. And please excuse how shitty my left eyebrow looks. That eyebrow always gives me so much trouble. So yeah, we're just letting that eyebrow grow out. Next, I'm going to use the the Tart mascara. I think it's called the Tartist, and it is amazing. I got it as a free sample at Ulta. Now this is the MAC Eye Kohl in the color Fasinating. I think it is, yeah. I put that on the bottom part of my eye, just to make my eyes look a little bit brighter and a little bit bigger. Now I'm using the STILLA waterproof liquid eyeliner only in the front part of my lash line, just so the lashes that I'm applying blend in a little bit better. I like to pinch my false lash with my real lash together with tweezers and then curl them with the eyelash curler just to make them look blended and a little bit better. I'm using a MAC mascara called Extended Play to go over the false lash and my regular lash to make it look a little darker and a little bit more defined. Alright, I'm using my favorite lip pencil of all time. This is the MAC lip pencil in the color Spice. I'm using this to fill in my entire lip because whatever you put on top of a lip pencil will last so much longer, like hours longer. You can eat, drink, whatever, and your lip color will still stay on. And to finish off this entire look, I am going to use the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in the color Dusk to Dawn. This is wonderful. This formula is actually really good. It lasts so much longer than my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick, and it's like half the price. It's freaking amazing. It's kind of like a peach nude color paired with the spice. Looks amazing, guys. Well, hopefully you watched this to the end, and if you did, thank you so much for bearing with me through this video. It's my first time making it, like I said. Leave your opinions, leave your advice for me. I want to make this a bomb-ass channel. I want to make this look really fun and cool for you guys. So like I said, leave advice, and thank you so much for the love, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!